Hello my fellow Kingdom Hearts 3 players, my name is Doomy, and today I'm going to be making a video because a lot of YouTube videos on YouTube don't actually give you a full guide on how to beat the secret gummy ship boss. They tell you to get the gummy ship that you're going to see in just a moment, the Endymion, and call it good. But what they don't tell you is you actually need to farm materials to get it. So in this guide, I'm going to be showing you materials that I farmed in the actual custom build that I used to beat this boss in under 10 minutes. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what gummy ship, well, it does kind of matter what gummy ship level you are to help craft this, but I wasn't any higher than level 40 after doing all my grinding. So let's get straight into what you have to do for this guide to work the best for you. So where I did most of my farming was in the Misty Stream and the Starlight Way. I did not touch the boss until I had the opportunity to go to the Eclipse. So basically, I didn't enter the Eclipse stream until I beat the boss. So this is where I did all my farming. Now, the main ways to get materials so you can craft your own gummy ship and to actually use a gummy ship that you can create to take the boss down with ease is to actually farm mobs of Heartless and the meteors. What people tell you to do is the meteors. What they don't tell you is the meteors are specifically, at least through my playthrough, give you materials for your Keyblades and Moogle's shop. These meteors will not give you all of the materials needed for building your custom builds. So as you can see, there are some Heartless indicators on my screen. You want to farm for a little bit to take out these Heartless, to get the materials, to get these blueprints, and you'll get eventually, after an hour or two of me grinding, specifically because I'm going for a platinum trophy in this game, you'll find that you level up pretty quick and you get the materials pretty fast, so it's not that much of a grind. Listen to some music, listen to a podcast, and this part of the game for the grindy part isn't as bad as it seems. And if you're bored and just want to kill time, it's a little Space Invaders fun that you can do. So it's not too bad, but this is how you get the materials to actually get these ships that all these other tutorials don't tell you how to get. Defeat Heartless and grind meteors and destroy the crystals on the map. Alright, and so I actually did turn down the volume for this section of the portion of building your gummy ship. So let's get straight into the materials, or really the blocks that you want to use to actually take on this boss. So first off is you need a movement speed of at least 200 to enter, and it has to be a base movement speed with having the actual speed and the right side of the screen showing 200. So you can't cheat your way. You actually have to have some sort of speed boost to actually grant that. So what I like to do is just use these little parts over here, and we can focus on their positions later. But basically you just need some parts someplace, and we'll just throw this anywhere because it's just a demonstration. I don't want to be super picky about it, but I might be a little picky. That's okay. Alright. So once this is set, now you only have a speed of 200. You're all set to enter in. Actually, no, if I put that back. Flip. How do I flip it? Uh-oh. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's there. Alright. So we have that there. Now what you want to do for your weapon gummies is you want to have these cannon gummies. Now the reason you want these cannon gummies is because of one specific reason. When you're flying in the boss battle, you'll actually be able to continuously send out shots to damage the cannons and then to actually damage the boss. So by doing this, you actually give yourself a little bit of offensive. Now, like when I did this originally, I only had one of these. I actually got two from grinding the bosses and getting a bunch of materials, so that's what I ended up using. If you have two off the back, you can use that. So what basically this will do is this will give you 4 lasers to shoot off, but if I really wanted to, I could throw on a second one here to give a little more power. Okay, so now I have that. And then as far as cannons go, you just want a few cannons just to give yourself strength, do whatever you prefer, and we're going to talk about health in a little bit on where you're going to get that from. Now, to actually get some decent health, I like to actually have just these basic squares that give you 3 health for each one you put down, and they only cost 1 point, so you can fill up your screen with that and then focus the rest of the gummy ship on making materials. And by doing this, you're going to have some decent health, but you're going to be dodging a lot, so you're really not going to need to worry about having a lot of health. So then once we have all these lasers, you just want some weapons, and you obviously need your top, but this is all stuff you can play with, whatever your catering style is. I'll be using the ship that I use in the demonstration to actually show you how I did it and the patience I had. So with that being said, the other thing that you want to do is you want to have, for the teeny ships, this shadow head. The reason you want the shadow head is because he gives you 566 health. This is basically going to give you the health you need so you can focus your build on speed and offset. This shadow head, like I said, you get from grinding, and it's going to take a little bit to be prepared, but if you're willing to do it the way that you're not going to get stressed out about, this is the best way to do it. Or if you have some spare parts, you can build your own to where you give yourself a gigantic health boost, but I use this shadow head from grinding and I was lucky enough to get it. So now that you kind of know, I will be going through and actually completing the boss again just to show you guys my method and how I did it. And just because for demonstration purposes, I'm going to install that extra laser on there to show you how fast and how much better it is to have all this stuff. And let's get straight into the speed run of me fighting the boss again. One thing I did forget to mention when doing this build, for your special weapon, you're going to want the repair kit to actually regenerate your health during the fight. And the reason is because he does take a lot of strong hits on you when you do actually get hit in the fight. So that's something you want just to be able to heal yourself. guys have it, an actual full tutorial on how to beat the boss. Super easy. As you can tell, I beat him in under 8 minutes because of all those lasers. Now, I did have that extra laser equipped on my ship, but if I remember the first time, that extra laser only saved me about an extra 2 minutes, so you still will be able to get it done faster, because when you're dodging and healing, those lasers are still going to do damage. And what you want to do when you're building your gummy ship is don't forget you have those modification points you can use at the end. I upgrade the damage on my gummies, and I decrease the time it takes for my health to regenerate. That way you can get it done a lot faster. I hope this tutorial helps you guys, and this is probably one of the very few tutorials on YouTube that actually tell you how to do everything. So best of luck guys, and good luck.